channel, man. Today I need to start off doing a little bit of cleanup and stuff around here, and I did not have a video up on the garage channel on Friday, unfortunately. Dude, I came out here and it was like 120 degrees. And everything is an absolute disastrous freaking mess. I can't work in this. So my goal today is to kind of clean up a little bit. Now we got to get the hood back onto the Blazer because it's time. It definitely needs its hood, but damn thing's gotten all dusty out here. All right, now we're just gonna go ahead and take a little bit and clean up back here because, like I said, this place has just gotten to be a mess, dude. Like the gas tank out of the Blazer. And what do you guys do with your old cams, man? Do I just throw this thing away? Is it worth anything? Should I be like putting that on Marketplace or something, or just throwing it in the trash can? Actually, my old fuel rails also, like, this is stuff that I don't need just sitting around, but it's like, it's also one of those things that's just hard to throw away. Like, because what if you need it? This is the reason why I end up with just a ton of stuff over there in that parts corner, man. It's just piled full of crap. Anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and get this place all picked up, and then we'll pick back up with you. Oh yeah, baby, so much freaking better whenever it's all cleaned up out here. So I got all my old fuel system stuff off the Blazer put up for just in case. I also still have that 10-gallon fuel cell that we bought for it. I was gonna put it on Marketplace, but I'm like, dude, I may as well keep it because who knows, I might use it for something in the future. Oh, you know what? That would actually probably be a pretty dope ass fuel cell for the boat. Didn't even think about that until now. I was kind of thinking I'd save it for the truck, but at the same time, I think I ought to put a little bit of a larger fuel cell than 10 gallons on that as well. Anyhow, the only thing I need out of here now is my fuel pump. We put a Walbro something inside of there. I don't remember what size it was, but... trash pile! Now look at us, man. We got an extra fuel pump sitting around. I might end up needing this for the EP3. I don't know. I need to check and see what fuel pump is in the EP3. If I'm being honest, I think this same one is in there. Alright, so I need to pull the bed off of the cat eye for quite a few reasons. So there's a number of things that I want to do to this truck over the next couple of videos probably. But for starters, we got to get the damn bed off. And I think, honestly, I probably should have backed the truck up, because then maybe I could just use the engine hoist to lift the bed up and then drive the truck out from underneath it and then set it back down onto my little rolling cart over there. So yeah, I need to turn this thing around. Alright, so I think I just need to take these three, what looks like 8s. Are they 8s? Oh my god, oh my god, 6s. Six bolts to hold that thing on. That's about it. And then of course the fuel filler, and now I need to unplug the tail lights and we should be ready. Oh, and I'm gonna take the tailgate off also, make my life a little easier. Yeah, it is time. Dude, you have no idea how bad I've been wanting to do this. This right here. Get the bed off and pressure wash this. Oh my god, look how filthy this thing is. Let's fix that. Dang, you already know what time it is. Lean, mean, super
clean.
Where you get that stuff?
Click, click. Well, it still looks like shit. Hey, but at least it's clean shit. Looks like clean shit. Oh, 21. Give it. Oh, torpedo. Alright, so this here is the dang old shock absorber. Came off the back of my cat, Silverado. And it's, as you can see, it's really freaking long. That's what she said. But whenever it's on the truck, it looks something more like that. Because it's all the way compressed in. Because we lowered the damn thing. And these are not lowering shocks. So these shocks here are the exact same ones that I have on the Blazer. These are the ones that came off the back of Bravus, Colorado that he's not going to be using anymore. So we are going to try to utilize these. So if you can see, this shock here has an eye hole on the top and on the bottom. This shock here has an eye hole on the bottom or top, whatever. And not on this side. This side is a T style. So my idea here is to try to get that piece out of there. And then it would basically make it an eye hole. You know what I'm saying? And then we'd be able to put these shocks on the back of the collar, or the cat eye, and bam! Problem solved. Alright, for starters, I'm gonna clamp this thing into the dang old table vise right here, and we're gonna see if that thing moves. Oh, well, I mean, it kind of does, but The whole bushing moves. I don't want to move the bushing. What do I gotta do? Heat this thing up? Probably have to heat it up and cut one of the sides off. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do. No, no, no! Get back on there! It was going so well. Go back on there. Go back on there. I need you to come off with the rest of it. I need you. Okay, you son of a... Wow, that thing is hot! Jesus Christ! Oh. Baby, come back. Hoochie wally wally, ouchie hot hot. You make me really wanna put you down. I crack my damn self up sometimes, I tell you what there, but... Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to announce that we have converted our shock to a double eyelet. So now we have eyelet on top, we have eyelet on bottom, and we are good to reinstall, my friend. Yes, sir. That definitely did the trick, man. And I'm telling you right now, there ain't no way that thing's gonna bottom out. I was up here jumping on it. Yep. There ain't no way that's bottoming out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyhow, we got one more to do. I needed to stack some washers between there. That turned out to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but we got it done. I didn't have any washers big enough, so I had to drill them all out one at a time. Got my fuel filler neck all zip tied up here so that it don't get messed up, go underneath my tire or something weird. Make sure my gas cap's shut all the way. So now we don't have tail lights. To be straight up with you, it's gonna be a little while before I get around to putting the bed back on. But I want to be able to drive this thing on the street. Honestly, I want to drive it right now. I want to see how it feels with these shocks. Of course, we're missing, I don't know, 200 pounds or so without the bed on it, but I guarantee you it's going to feel amazing on these damn shocks, man. Anyhow, I got to pop these tail lights off really quick, and guess what? I don't have to pull the entire harness off of the bed because I don't know if you guys remember, whenever we got these tail lights from Flash Shark, it came with their own harnesses, dude. So I could just pull the tail lights off and then put these harnesses, bulbs and everything back inside of it. And then, yeah, they just plug in right there. Just plug and play. Got left and right. Doink, 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 doink. So it just dawned on me. I got these things all like wired in. I ran the harness and got it all zip tied and got them fixed onto there so we're capable of driving. All before I even checked to even make sure that they freaking work, man. So we're gonna do that now. Hopefully I don't have to cut all my damn zip ties off. Heck yeah. I was actually worried I was going to turn the left blinker on and like the right blinker was going to... But that's because there's literally no weight on the back of this thing right now.
Oh, I felt that slide.
Bling. Definitely a huge difference with those shocks. I mean, of course, I still have, like I said, a lot of weight to put back here, but I already know that these shocks are not going to bottom out. They're way shorter than the factory shocks that we had on here. So even with the bed on, it should make a huge difference. This thing definitely doesn't get very good traction having absolutely no weight back here. But anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Like I said, I have a lot more stuff to do to the back of this truck that we're going to pick up on in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace, and we'll see you then. Ah, what the hell? Jeez, freaking somebody got rubber all over my damn cab. Why the son of a bitch?